theater, and more. If you are ever unable to join us in person, we want to invite you to visit us on the web at kennedy-center.org, where you can watch these performances live each and every single evening at 6 o'clock. And there you can also choose from thousands of past performances that live in our online on-demand archive. All right, now, I'd now like to introduce the founder of Search and Restore. They're the organization responsible for bringing tonight's group to us. Please welcome Mr. Adam Schatz.
Yeah. It's almost 6 p.m. and it's still light outside. And normally it's a few more hours before everyone gets rowdy, but we're going to shift that back 3 hours. So it's sort of like a daylight savings situation. And you'll know what I mean as soon as the band begins. My name's Adam Schatz. I run Search and Restore, a nonprofit based in New York dedicated to bringing together the artists and audiences of the new jazz and improvised music community. We are so psyched to be bringing groups from New York to other places like D.C., and it's a true pleasure to be bringing this band here to the Millennium stage at the Kennedy Center. Thank you so much to everyone who helped to make it happen. There's CDs in the back. I'm going to be selling them. Please pick one up and support the artists because, as you can see, there's a lot of them, and they all have to eat at least 2 meals a day, and that would really help make that possible. If you would like to support even more, this same band is going to be playing later tonight at a much less long venue called The Dunes, and that's going down with a local group called the Victor Provost Trio, hitting at 9:30. These guys are at 10:30. I can give you all of that information at the merch table also. So come talk to me. There's going to be some minor audience participation throughout the set. Don't be uncomfortable. We're all in this together. Okay, just as like a precursor to that, we're going to get everyone doing like a really low hum with their voices, and then we're just going to get louder until everyone's screaming. Is that okay? Okay, we're going to do it. So we start really low. I don't hear enough of you out there doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Andrew and D'Angelo. DNA, big band, go!
Thank you. Kirk Knufke on the trumpet. Cornet, Kirk Knufke. Jeremy Udine on the alto saxophone. Mr. Brian Dry on the trombone. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are the DNA Orchestra. Did Adam say that? I don't know if he did or not. Adam, we love Adam Schatz. Oh, don't leave yet. They're already leaving. We have a lot of songs to go. Super happy, privileged, and excited to be here. We woke up All of us woke up at 7 this morning to drive from New York. It's always very exciting. The life of a musician, right? Packing a van. But anyway, we had a nice trip down. It took us 4.5 hours. That's pretty good, I think. Did a good job. We're going to go on to a piece of mine, which I call it sort of like going to see some kind of foreign art film, from Europe. And they're speaking French, and they're all kind of, acting strange, but really cool. Smoking cigarettes. And this song is called Eggnog. So you're at the Cannes Film Festival, watching this film, learning about culture. And I'm going to dedicate this to my friend Jacob Wick, who's a very fine trumpet player who flew out from California to be with us on this. And it will feature him at the beginning of the song. I hope you enjoy this next number, Eggnog. Thank you. Ryan Beckley on the guitar. Ryan Beckley. Noah Garbedian on the bass. Noah on the bass. And Mr. William McHenry on le tenor saxophone. And how about my lead trumpet player, Seneca Black? Whoa, how about a hand for him, man? Yo, in the house. Okay, the next thing I have to do for you is kind of on a serious matter. About 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with what was called at the time terminal brain cancer. And I had subsequently had 2 brain surgeries to remove a tumor about the size of a baseball in my right frontal lobe. And I decided that I didn't want to do any chemo radiation, that I was going to heal myself and work with healers and spiritual people and prayer and meditation and love. And I can tell you right now that I'm so grateful to be able to stand here and make music just 4 years later and be on stage again and be performing. It was very scary for me and my family and my friends for a while, but I did it, and I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very happy to be alive. Thank you. Thank you very much. But what I realized is that very often I've seen people go through illnesses like cancer and other things, and I've seen people who actually take their own lives. And I just started to think, you know what? It's really about learning to love yourself, and learning to love yourself enough to want to stay here. And believe me, Earth is not all love, light, and peace. It's just not. And that's just something that I had to come to terms with. But I decided when I was 8 years old, I wrote a very simple melody, and I played it on a piano recital. And after having brain cancer and after having brain surgery, I was like, right. I just started playing that melody that I wrote when I was 8. How old are you, young man? 10. Oh, you're a little older than I was. But I was very young. And I decided I would arrange this song for my big band, and it's called I Love You. But it's not about loving a girlfriend or boyfriend, your husband or wife, or your children or family. It's about loving yourself, and loving yourself enough to stay here and finish what you need to finish and do what you have to do. So I would like to sing and play for you this song. And gratefully and thankfully and amazingly, my mother is actually here tonight. So, yeah. And I know she was like, my son has brain cancer. So, Mom, I'm here for you, and I think I will dedicate this song to you this evening. Thank you. I'm trying to keep it together. I hope I'm doing a good job. And for this, I'm going to bring out these people who came out before I announced them. They're so undisciplined, these singers, man. I'm telling you, I'm used to horn players acting up, but this stuff over here. Anyway, please welcome to the stage Mr. Eric Biano and Anna Mosa from Denmark and Arani Agbabian from Armenia. Here we go. When I leave this place, I love you. You know I do. You know it's true. I love you so. You know it's true. If I'm gone from here, I love you. You know I do. You know it's true. I love you so. You know I do. And I'm not gone from here. I love you. I love you. When I'm gone, I'm still around. I'm not gone, I'm still around. I Thank you, Josh Roseman on the trombone, ladies and gentlemen. And my lovely singers and handsome singers. Lovely and handsome. And they'll be back later for more. Thank you very much. Oh, Eric, you stand up. I have a song for you called Big Butt. Did you see that in your program? Were you all like, what the? But you stayed, right? So you must be curious. Last summer, I was at what's called the Fifth Avenue Street Fair in New York. Has anybody heard of this or ever been to it? Yeah, a few people. All right. Is that what it's called? The Fifth Avenue Street Fair, right? In Park Slope. And it was really hot. You know, in New York, it was like, 96, 101. And that humidity in New York, where you lift your hand and you sweat and you have to wipe your brow. And anyway, I was actually there with my friend Eric Biondo, who's going to help us out with this one. And we're walking down the street, and now that Giuliani's not in office, I love that I'm talking about politics in the Kennedy Center. Whatever, he was cool, but Now we can actually buy beer on the street again during these fairs. So Eric and I bought a beer, and we're walking down the street. It's hot. We got a cold beer. It was really nice. And we come to this booth, and they weren't like selling, T-shirts or, whatever else you sell at those fairs. This guy was like cranking music. I mean, cranking house music like he was at a club, and it was 3 in the morning. He had, had his head like this. He's like, like the whole sweating, and there were people dancing. We had only like 5 or 8 people dancing. But there was this one girl, she was dancing, man. And have you ever seen these people that dance? They're not even moving, but they're dancing. They're kind of just, doing this, right? I'm like the guy at the disco, like, woo, like totally, moving around and like acting silly. And she was just looking so beautiful and having a nice time. And she looked at me and Eric, well, probably me, but anyway, she looked at me and Eric. And she just caught our eye, and we're kind of checking her out, and we're like, man, she was really dancing nicely. And, she was probably in her 40s, and she probably had a few kids. And she was wearing these jeans, man. She must have bought them when she was 16, because I don't know how she got them on, but she did. And you can imagine the rest. And so she's dancing, and all of a sudden, man, she just, like, starts, to dance, and she kind of turns around for us, dancing. And, I looked at Eric, I said, man, that's why I wrote the song Big Butt, man. Because first of all, her jeans did not fit. Second of all, she was happy with her body, man. She thought she looked great. And by the way, she did. She was very proud of who she was and the way she looked and what she was doing and the way she danced. And she had confidence and she had beauty. I was like, that's it. That's what Big Butt is about. It's about, God gave you this body, right? Whatever your body is. Maybe you don't have a big butt, you have a big nose. Or you have, like, short legs, right? You've heard all of them. My hand like my hair, whatever. Well, get over it, man. That's the way God made you. So we're going to do this song, and it's called Big Butt. And I think I wrote it, what do you think, Mom, like 15, 20 years ago? Played it for you then in Seattle. So here we go. Please welcome Eric Biondo. Biondo on the beatbox. Eric Biondo. Andy Clausen. I look in the mirror like what I see, a beautiful image of my body. It's different from what TV say is pretty. No matter what, I'm loving me. They jerk me down, I always get up. I said sit up, stand up. If you love your big butt, huh? I said sit up, stand tall. If you love your big butt. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, these people are like, I am out of here. You're like, sweetheart, we have to go. All right. Good thing now you know why I wear my jacket, right? Somebody said beautiful jacket. Who was that? You know what? I'm walking down the street in Brooklyn, and this guy's walking out of his house holding it like this. I said, what's that jacket for? He goes, whatever you want. And he just handed it to me. I'm not kidding. And now it just got a bath. Okay. We have a song for you. I'm panting. We have a song for you. I told you earlier about my brain situation. And I realized the reason that I'm here is to bring that healing to other people who might be sick. So I've started to write music that is specifically for healing. And I do that in different ways. Energy, through however you see it, through the universe, through God, through expression, through love. I do it color, also color therapy. So I realized that my music helped me heal. A friend of mine, she was diagnosed with leukemia a year ago, and it's very devastating. She has 3 triplet boys who are 10 and a teenage daughter. And it's my mission and the mission of me and my friends here to not let her leave. Not yet. So on this song, at the very end, we all sing for Felisa. And it's not about your voice. It's not about being operatic or beautiful. It's about singing for somebody who needs help. She had bone marrow transplant, and she's having a little bit of trouble. And so I would like you to join me and my singers and my band in helping Felisa. Lyrics are very simple. We just go la la and Felisa, and you'll hear it at the end. And I hope that you choose to join us and help Felisa and send her love and healing in whatever way you choose to. Thank you. Where we need your help. Thank you. Sounded love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, we have one last song. First of all, was that beautiful or was that beautiful? Every time I do that particular piece, which has been in Denmark, in Iceland, in Sweden, in Norway, in Seattle, in Chicago, I send it to Felisa and her husband so they can watch it and know that people love them and that people are helping them. It's very kind of you, and I know that you'll be blessed because of the help that you just gave somebody. And I hope that blessing comes to you in a way that you understand and makes your life more fulfilling than it already is. We're going to finish with a song I wrote, which is, this is the first piece I did after my second brain surgery. And you know what? Cancer ain't fun all the time, people. So there's moments of utter darkness in this song, and I apologize for that, but maybe you can understand that in your own life. You know, what's the brain tumor in your life? We all have those moments, right? Like, what the is going on? My mother's here, I can't swear. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed our concert. Please, a big hand for my band, the DNA Orchestra.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mike Pride on the drums. Mike Pride on the drums, Kurt Kanufke on the trumpet. Stand up, Josh Sinton on the baritone. DNA Orchestra, thank you very much. Thank you.
Andrew D'Angelo.
Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. They're pulling me off stage. What do? I want to keep playing. Come to the Dunes tonight. We're going to have another concert down there. Thank you very much.